Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received, and the translation, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a woman. I am a 35-year-old South African woman. I have 2 kids, and I am dating the man that I can call is almost like a husband now to me, because we have been staying together for a very long time. So it then happened that I cheated on my boyfriend, and now I have a condom that is inside of my private part, which is going to come out when my husband comes back, because I was cheating on him. This is what I have been told. I first went to a Sangoma, then I went to this other prophet who told me the same thing. These people that I am talking about, they don't even know me. I was just referred first of all by this other woman that I work with, but I never told her the challenges that I was experiencing. And when I went to that Sangoma's place, and when the Sangoma told me that the reason as to why you are having all of this discharge and why you are complaining that your private part, it is always smelling, it is because inside of you there is a condom that is in there. And when he told me all of these things, I could not believe it. He then gave me some herbs, which he said, these herbs, I want you to drink them each and every morning. When you go to work, you need to do this at least for 3 to 4 days, depending on the situation. If you will be able to do it for 4 days, then at least you would have cleaned your whole system. I took those herbs, and the following day, before I could even do anything, I took the herbs, warmed up the water just a little bit to make it lukewarm, because I didn't want to put anything that would be cold in my stomach on an empty stomach. And then I took the herbs, then I mixed with the lukewarm water, then I drank. When I got into my car, if I had forced myself to drive like that to work, I think I could have caused a major accident, because the moment that I got into the car, I started to feel really dizzy. I could not even concentrate. I was sweating. I was having these hot flashes, and my stomach, it was like complaining, like you're about to have severe diarrhea right here. And I said, can I go to work? No. I said, no. Today I'm going to be working from home. The moment that I got out of the car, I could not even control myself. I had never pooped on myself, even if when I would have drank alcohol, never. I always had that control, but in that moment, I just let loose. I could not even control. It was like there was no brakes down there, and then the poop just came out like severe diarrhea, messed up everything. Rushed to my apartment before anyone could see me, and I washed myself. Like when I would be sitting on the toilet seat, it would be like at the back there, someone would have opened up a tap of water, the way that the poop would be coming out, like being flushed out of my system. I said, this is what that traditional healer said. This is the reason as to why I am doing this. It is cleaning my system. I waited for everything to be okay, but the discharge was like worse. There was a little thing that came out of my private part, but the discharge kept on coming. The second day, did the same, drank the herbs, situation never changed, and I gave up, and I threw away all of those charms, and I said that this person, I gave him money, but the situation is not improving. I became okay again, and I continued going to work. But I said, let me try to find someone else who can assist me. If this Sangoma does not have powers, let me try Jesus Christ through this other prophet. I was given the numbers. I went and I spoke with that prophet, who told me that a cleansing ceremony was supposed to be done, but the prophet told me the same thing again, that inside of my private part, there is a condom that is in there, and that is causing all of these problems that I am facing. They took me to a river, they cleansed me, and they baptized me, and I gave my life to Christ again, but the situation did not even change. Until this very day, everyone is just telling me that for you to be okay, those that are spiritualists, when your husband comes back, he is the only one that can release you after you would have revealed this confession to him that you were cheating on him, and this is what has been going on. If you do not confess to him, then it means that you're going to suffer. Even your private part can start to decay from the inside because of that condom that is inside. So when my husband went back home, because he's someone who is always on the road, he's a civil engineer, they have a company here, but it is a Zimbabwean company that he is working for. So sometimes he comes and then he manages whatever projects that they will be having in South Africa. Then other times he has to return back to Zim. So when he is here, he will be with me, even though I know that he has a wife. So I started to develop these tendencies of cheating on him. Like, I would get lonely. The money is there. He is renting a very good apartment from me, and I am working as well. So I am never broke. When I complain about being lonely, he will send me some money, whether he is abroad in Zim or wherever. He will give me money. Like, to him, money solves each and every problem. When I am with him, I will be happy. So I started to get really lonely until I convinced myself that it is far much better to find someone whom I can just have a one-night stand with, no strings attached. So I'm someone who loves to drink alcohol. I went to this other club with my friends, and whilst we were there, that was when I saw this other gentleman, quite a handsome man, and we slept together the first night. The second night again, we slept together. He has a wife. He told me that he also does not want anything that will tie him down. He does not want a relationship. He does not want commitment, in which that was the thing that I wanted. Like, we do not call unless we want to sleep with each other. That is when I can ask him if he is willing to be with me. He also calls me and asks me if I am willing to be with him. He can come to my place, or we can go and sleep at a guest house. So we were always using protection. Then there was this other night, after we had slept together, he panicked and he said, "What is wrong?" He then said, "I think that I left the condom inside of your private part." So I tried to take it out. I could feel it. Like, on that night, I could feel it, that it was still in there, but I thought that maybe it will just come out. A couple of days later, I still had that problem, and when I reached and I could not feel anything, and I said, "Oh well, I don't know what happened. Maybe when I was bathing, this thing came out." Then I started to feel like pain. Even when I would be sleeping with him, he would be like, it is very painful inside, as if there is something that is stabbing me with a needle. So I could not understand what was really going on when he told me that there is something that is stabbing his manhood whenever he sleeps with me. So we stopped dating, because what was happening was that after we would have slept together, he would say that his manhood is severely painful, and he would even develop some blisters on his manhood. So he was like, maybe it is an STI. Let us just drop this a little bit. And we stopped seeing each other until the point when my private part started to get so hurtful and painful, and the discharge is coming out. Sometimes it is yellowish, sometimes it is greenish. So I thought that maybe it is an STI, but it is not an STI. I am asking for advice. Do I confess to him because he's the only one who can help me, or should I try to get help, because I don't want him to know that I am the cheating girlfriend? I don't know what he will think of me. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.